Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most satisfying recipes you'll ever find. We're talking delicious, super fast chickpea flour pizza bites that are ready in about 15 minutes. Seriously, let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? That craving for something savory, cheesy, and pizza-like hits you hard, but you've got like zero time or energy. So, what if you could crush that craving in less than 15 minutes?
Well, you absolutely can. And the secret is a handful of really simple ingredients, the kind you probably have hiding in your pantry right now. This is where all the magic starts.
And here they are. I mean, look at this list. The dough is basically just chickpea flour and water. That little spoonful of soy yogurt, that's what's going to give these bites a wonderfully soft texture. And the toppings are just as easy. Some good tomato passata, classic seasonings, and a couple of amazing ideas like tagesche olives and onion. It's a really short list, but there's one ingredient here that is the absolute key to making this work. Okay, this is super important, and it comes straight from the source recipe, so listen up. You have to use baking powder, the kind you'd use for cakes. You do not want to use brewer's yeast. The baking powder is what gives the bites that perfect, slightly fluffy texture without needing any time to rise. It's the ultimate shortcut.
So, let's get into the batter. And I'm telling you, this might be the easiest dough you will ever make. There's no kneading, no waiting around, just two super simple steps.
It really is this easy. First, you're just going to whisk together the chickpea flour and water until it's totally smooth. Get all those lumps out. Then you just add the rest of the dough ingredients, that yogurt, salt, oil, and of course, that all-important baking powder. Give it a good mix, and that's it. The batter is done.
And this is a great little clue for what you're aiming for. The original recipe describes the perfect consistency as un impasto denso e liscio. It just means a dense and smooth batter. So as you're mixing, just keep that texture in your head.
Okay, now for the really fun part. We've got our perfect batter, so let's turn it into our little pizza bites. This is where you really get to play around and be creative.
So the whole process is like a little assembly line. You line your baking sheet, then just spoon the batter out into small circles. Mix up your tomato passata with a bit of olive oil, salt, and oregano to make a quick sauce. Then just put a little dollop right on top of each raw pizza bite. Simple as that.
Now the recipe gives us two fantastic ideas for toppings. For one batch, you could use sliced tagesche olives. You get that amazing salty, briny kick. For the other batch, just quickly saute some onion with oil, salt, and pepper until it's all soft and sweet. I mean, both are just absolutely delicious.
All right, we are on the home stretch. Your pizza bites are all assembled, they're looking great, and believe it or not, the hard part is totally over. Now for the incredibly fast finish.
Okay, so you're going to want to get your oven preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 Fahrenheit. You want it nice and hot so these things cook up really quick and get a perfect bake.
And how long do they need in there?
Just 10 minutes. That is it. 10 minutes is all that's standing between you and these amazing little pizza bites. It's kind of unbelievable, right? But make sure you keep an eye on them. The recipe's final instruction is to bake them until they get a bel colore, which just means a beautiful color. You're looking for that perfect golden hue and for them to be nice and firm to the touch.
And there you have it. Let's just quickly recap why this recipe is such a total winner. It's ready, start to finish, in under 15 minutes. It uses super simple, accessible ingredients. It's completely customizable. And because it's made with chickpea flour, it's naturally gluten-free and vegan. I mean, it literally checks all the boxes. So, the recipe gave us a perfect starting point with olives and onions. But the real question is, what are you going to put on yours? Think of this as your new blank canvas for all those quick, savory cravings. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and have fun with it.